I've changed my mind. Kody's victim act just doesn't make sense amid Coyote Pass war. He's the one who shaped the Brown family dynamic. Sister Wives star Kody Brown seems to think he's hard done by amid an increasingly heated battle over Coyote Pass land. But to me, it seems like he was the one who engineered the family's downfall. I don't think he was wrong to choose Robyn Brown because he loves her, and love is never wrong. The issue is that he might have dragged out his spiritual unions for far too long. Kody's well-being matters, just like the well-being of Robyn and his exes do. Kody is a human being. Sometimes, he's reduced to the equivalent of a silent film villain, but he never tied a damsel in distress to the railroad tracks. All he did was try to keep a plural marriage alive when it needed to end. Kody had his own reasons for doing that, and not all of those reasons were self-serving. Maybe he thought it was the honorable thing to do. He was raised to believe that those women were his responsibility. That's so much pressure. The truth is that Kody's exes are grown women, independent beings who can stand on their own 2 feet. In relationships, when a person stops listening to their heart, things often go awry. In real love, there's a purity, an honesty, a willingness to forgive, a transcendence. With Robyn, Kody feels that kind of love. What he gave to the others was not the same. It was a facsimile of what they wanted and needed. So, of course, no one was happy. It's sad for everyone, for Kody too. He probably never meant to hurt anyone. He has to carry all of that guilt and pain. While polygamy can work, in this case, it was a dynamic that left people confused, upset, and out of sorts. Kody is madly in love with Robyn, and the other women could feel it. His passion for the dainty brunette wasn't something he could ever hide. So it would have been better to just let go. By setting himself free, he could give Mary, Janelle, and Cristin their freedom too. Sure, it would hurt for a while. Breakups are painful. However, when a person recovers from a breakup, rather than being mired in a terrible relationship, it's like the sun's coming out. Look at what happened to Cristin when she accepted that her spiritual union with Kody could never make her happy. It's like it opened a portal to paradise. Before she knew it, Cristin had a new man, and she didn't need to share him. She was on top of the world. In pain, there can be possibilities. That's why, in certain cases, cauterizing and healing is beneficial. Janelle and Mary are rebuilding too, and they've valiantly moved forward, proving that they do just fine on their own. Everyone is moving forward in their own way, and there's just no need for Kody to play the victim anymore. Above, Kody wears a David Yurman signet ring. Robyn has a matching ring. He had made up his mind. Kody knows who he wants. He should put the past behind him and really enjoy his love. I think Kody should sell Coyote Pass and share the money with the exes who still have stakes in the property. He should tie up these loose ends so everyone can really be free. That's the most compassionate thing he can do for himself and for them. When he keeps these high-drama situations rolling, he's doomed to feel guilt and anxiety. He can't really let go when he's tangling with exes over a cursed patch of land that was supposed to be the family's utopia. All of that just keeps the memories flooding back. What people need is space to recover, to regroup, and to find themselves. It's just some time out, to think, to process, to forgive. That kind of emotional space can be a safe space. It can be something important that leads to breakthroughs. Kody's not wrong to love Robyn. She is the most compatible with him. Robyn seems to understand him. We all gravitate towards people who make us feel understood. To be known as we really are and loved for that is a kind of liberation. It's beautiful. If Kody has that with Robyn, and he seems to, then being with her is definitely the right thing to do. Robyn brings out the best in the man. She evokes his softer side, his gentlemanly spirit. That's how it should be. With the other women, he could not be the chivalrous man that he is for Robyn. So, Kody's decision to live in monogamy with Robyn is a good one, and I hope they can stay together forever. I can see the love on his face. He loves her deeply. Of that, I'm 100% certain. What would help is Kody helping his exes. What do they need, and what would make this tough transitional phase easier for them? If he sets aside his bitterness and mistrust, acknowledging the fact that he played a role in how it all played out, his life could be easier. Also, his exes might begin to forgive him for all the slights. The dull ache of watching the favorite wife receive love while they got so much less. People could really adjust. In kindness, Kody can move beyond the tortured dynamic that makes him play the victim. He could sell the land quickly to give the exes closure. He could try to walk a mile in their shoes. He could accept the fact that it was easier for Robin than the other women. He could try to understand where the exes are coming from rather than being so laser-focused on how he is perceived. Peace is always possible, and it's about consideration. It's about manners. When Kody is a gentleman to his exes, he'll win. To give them respect is the right way to go. It's essential to recognize that relationships are delicate things. To heal a relationship marked by so much turmoil requires a high degree of finesse. Kody is capable of gentlemanly conduct. He is a gentleman for Robin. All he needs to do is dig deep and give his exes that kind of treatment. They aren't his partners anymore, but he can treat them like equals. When he does, he may find that he releases so much pain. While things may never be great with his exes, politeness and empathy will take him far and maybe change everything. I believe that Sister Wives Kody Brown can make things better. Positive energy is the key to unlocking a future where every brown woman can be her best self, and Kody can be happy too. For years, Kody Brown has worked tirelessly to maintain a specific narrative, one where he is the long-suffering head of the Brown family, unfairly burdened by the chaos around him. But amid the war over Coyote Pass, his victim act is starting to collapse under its own weight. Frankly, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Kody is not some innocent bystander caught in the crossfire of family dysfunction. He's the architect of the very turmoil he now laments. From the beginning of Sister Wives, Kody enjoyed playing the role of the benevolent patriarch, guiding his 4 wives and their many children through the complexities of polygamous life. He painted a picture of a man stretched thin by the demands of his large family, but willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. That image worked for a long time, until his choices started revealing cracks in the foundation. Now, as the family battles over Coyote Pass, Kody acts like he's the biggest victim in this ordeal. But the truth is, he's the one who shaped this family dynamic into what it is today. Coyote Pass was supposed to be a dream, a fresh start in Flagstaff where the family could build their homes and live together again. But as time passed, the plan began unraveling. The lot sat undeveloped, relationships fractured, and resentment festered. Kody still talks as if he's the only one who has suffered from the failed dream, but he conveniently ignores the fact that his own decisions created this mess. He prioritized Robin at the expense of the other wives, alienated his older children, and dismissed valid concerns from Cristin, Janelle, and Mary. Kody's latest performance as the tragic figure of Coyote Pass is hard to stomach because it directly contradicts his own behavior. He claims to be a man without control, a father and husband, doing his best to hold things together despite the disrespect he faces. Yet in reality, he has always demanded control over how the family functions. When things don't go his way, he lashes out, punishing the wives who refuse to fall in line. Janelle's insistence on financial independence and Cristin's decision to leave were seen as betrayals, not because they were harmful to the family, but because they threatened Kody's authority. The most baffling aspect of his victim act is how he frames the financial struggle of Coyote Pass. He speaks about it as if he is the only one who has suffered, the only one who has had to bear the financial burden. But let's not forget that Janelle poured her own money into the property while living in an RV, waiting for Kody to move forward with plans. Cristin, who had already emotionally and financially checked out, recognized the futility of it all and left before she could sink more money into a sinking ship. Meanwhile, Robin lives comfortably in the biggest and most expensive house, and Kody acts as though this is merely an unfortunate coincidence rather than a result of his own priorities. When Janelle confronted him about money and a lack of movement on Coyote Pass, he flipped the script, portraying himself as an abandoned and unappreciated husband instead of addressing the real issue, that he had allowed the dream to die while he built a different life with Robin.